Hey, to Tish Talk, okay. We just gonna come and dive into a little bit of energy. Not gonna be before you long. Um, Child, it's so much going on, y'all. Let me check. Welcome, family. Welcome. Um, Thank you all for watching. Thank you all to the recent, to the current, to the old, day ones, two, three, fours, five, sixes, so on and so forth. Thank y'all for being here. Okay, I do appreciate you all. We love you all the way down over here. Everything here in this video that will be is alleged and fair at use will be in the description box with the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 and 108 of the U.S. Copyright Act of 1976, which allowance is made for fair use and purposes that will be in the description box clearly. Come on in and shut the door. Okay, we're going to be delving into the energy of the psychic energy. Okay, I'm a psychic medium. We're going to be prophetically and psychically, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, going into the energy of the whole scenario, y'all. I'm sure you guys know about the Steph Cardi scenario, shenanigans. Everything here is alleged for entertainment purposes only and educational purposes, not real. All right, we're going to be talking about Cardi B, Stefon Diggs. Mila, I think, is the name of the chef. I think y'all probably know that Stefon did get arrested in the earlier part of the month of December, around the second or the third or whatever. I really don't know. Charges were pressed against him by Mila, his live-in chef, although he did have another chef. Supposedly, allegedly, his chef said that he assaulted her. Okay, there's so much going on. All right, so I began to check the energy of the situation at hand with, and it's been so much drama. But yeah, I checked the energy of this whole scenario with Stefan and Mila, Chef Mila. Okay, then it's a lot going on with Tasha K and Cardi B. I don't know if you guys have been watching or following, but that's a whole nother topic. Okay, now them two going at it. I don't even know where it started. I'm not choosing a side because I don't even know who's right, wrong. Some things I don't like, but I don't want to get into too much of that. All right, now I began to ask and I began to channel some of the questions that's going to be covered in this energetic exchange, this energetic read. Is Milo pregnant from Stefan Diggs? And what did the tarot have to say about that? And welcome, y'all. Come on in and shut the door. Is Milo pregnant from Stefan Diggs? I did ask that question. Okay. And then what else? Could or would Stefan ever hit Cardi B in the future, near or far? Okay. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all what I energetically pick up with that. Welcome, Kelly, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. To be quite honest with you guys, and I am as neutral as possible because I don't wish anyone to fail. I really don't wish any relationship to fail or to fall if I feel like it's worth it. Okay. However, I am a fan of Cardi B. I do want the best for her, just like I want the best for Tasha K. And by the way, Tasha K, I love you, and black is beautiful, and girl, you're gorgeous, you know, and that's just what it is. Okay, period. Now I know some heated things were exchanged. Maybe Cardi didn't mean it the way that it was sent out, and I'm sure the way that it was taken. But I want to say that I'm a fan of both of them, and I love both of them very much. Okay, but I do have my own opinion about life and things, and it's just my opinion. It don't mean that I like one more than the other, but it is what it is. Now, could or would Stefan ever hit Cardi? Welcome, y'all. Okay, so I did want to know, will he ever get physical with her? I'm going to have to be honest with you guys. The energy, the energy that was picked from that question, the energy that was pulled from that question, the energy suggests the possibility is there. Not that he would, not that he could under the right circumstances. Hmm. I'm going to be as neutral as possible. The energy of the possibility is there. Okay, moving right along. So there is a possibility with the energy. I hate to say it, but quite frankly, the energy of the possibility is there. Now, I did not say that he would, okay? The energy of the possibility is there. So, yeah, that's the energy that I feel. Now, I don't know what somebody else may feel when they go to tapping in, and I didn't even pull no cards yet, but energetically, that's what I channeled. Moving right along, I also channeled right before this reading, this energetic check-in. It goes a little something like this. This is what's going on, y'all. This is what people probably are not seeing. Okay. This whole thing with I'm feeling like I was channeling now with Stefon and Mila. Am I saying her name right? The chef. Whatever was going on between them, because he was favoring her. It was something that he could not hide. Their energetic exchange, okay, him being around her because he was rewarding her, okay, energetically. Okay, I don't know if he knew what he was doing or consciously or not so consciously doing it. But it's just like when you have a pet and they live up to your expectations and it's like sit dog sit, stand dog stand or whatever, and they start doing and or a child or whatever. And you just might start favoring that child or rewarding that child because it's kind of like you're getting sucked in without even realizing it at times. Okay, it's just like when you have a good child and a not so good child, okay? Something energetically. She was behaving in oh Lord, I can't even read my own writing, okay? I just channeled this. She was behaving in a certain way, okay? Um, It was something in that exchange, all right? Okay, and that he knew that whoever was coming to the house when he told her to get the hell out for a week, and I'm paraphrasing. Everything here is a legend for entertainment purposes only. He knew that he wasn't going to be able to hide whatever their energetic exchange and how things were rolling and going. He just knew that it was going to be some problems, and he just did not want to deal with. He like, I can't have these two together. I'm not going to go through this. You're going to have to go for a week. I'm not going to. It was like, that's how it is. It was like that. It was like, whatever was going on, it had got to a point wherein, with the whole dynamic of his relationship with Mila, I hope I'm saying it right, he just knew that he was not going to be able to hide whatever the energy, however they had been moving, it was going to show up. Like, you know how you got two friends, okay, and then y'all done built something, and then you go and get another friend. Then all y'all go out to lunch one day. That one that thinks that that's the bestie. You got the one that thinks that, okay, I know I'm the number one, and that's the number two. Okay. And then y'all already done built something. Y'all got a code way of doing things, a certain, and you get into in front of the other friend, and that other friend that thought that they was the number one, all y'all go out to lunch, all three of you all, okay? And then it's like the one that thought that they was number one began to see that, hold up, what y'all doing? Oh, y'all leaving me out the picture? Or y'all getting closer without me? Like, what do y'all think? It is something like that. I don't know how to really describe it, but it's something like that that I'm picking up. But whatever the hell that it was, he knew it was going to be some problems and he did not want to deal with that. So that's why he told her to just, I think it's just best. We done got to this point wherein, because you done built something with me, because I done told y'all before that lady was feeding into doing things in a certain way that was pleasing to him. I feel like she was the down chick. All right. She was down. She was down with some things, honey. I don't know exactly everything. Now, after I did the video and I told you I felt like she was doing more, I feel like that was sexually too. She was more open, explorably. Is that even a word? Like on the exploration side or the open side. I don't know if she did something with a man or with a couple of women or whatever, but the way that she was moving and doing things. Then I heard after I did the video, I heard that he liked the way that she cooked and cleaned. I didn't even know it was on that level too. But of course, if he was supposed to be paying her to cook, so quite naturally. But I didn't know she was keeping his house very tidy too, unless that's just a rumor, y'all. But I just had the sense of the fact that she was doing more. And then as I began to channel tonight, not only was she doing more, I felt like he was rewarding her, like behaving with a certain behavior, like to let her know that, thank you. I don't know. But whatever it was, he knew it was going to show up and it was going to be some problems. So let me give some shout outs. So, hello, is it Jayla? Welcome. The Funny, hello, hi, welcome. And then Amatron, I hope I'm saying it right. Welcome, y'all. And Kelly, I've already spoken to. Welcome and thank y'all for being here. So that's the deal on that. All right. So moving right along. Also, what was channeled is that Stefan does not like high expectations. Okay. But anyway, he knew that there was something in that exchange between him and Milo, whoever was coming. I don't know if it was Cardi was coming for a week or whatever, but he knew that it was something that he wasn't gonna be able to hide. So he was like, "Nah, bitch, you got to go for a whole week." All right. Now, Cardi's been ranting, she's been raving, she's been putting her two, three, four, five, and 6 cents into stuff, saying things that's really, in my opinion, and other people's opinions, making things worse. Let's just be real. If she keep ratting and raving, really and truly, it's not gonna help their relationship. It's really not helping the case either. But Stefan doesn't like extremely high expectations. Like he don't want these women to really get all these high expectations, okay, when it comes to impeding on his freedom. Okay, I just don't see the relationship working long term because of that. That's one of the reasons. Just one of them. Just one because there's more, but we ain't going there tonight. I'm just giving you the downloads that I was getting, or the channelings that I got right before I turned on this video. And if Cardi keeps on pressing him a little too much, okay, it's really gonna piss him off even more because she's doing all of this here, yap, yap, yapping online or whatnot. Down the line, does he really want the chef gone long term? Because haven't they been through this thing before? And didn't they come right back? Every time I try to leave, something just pulls me back. I don't think this is I don't know, y'all. I'm looking down the line because I saw some stuff earlier today with this whole read, y'all. Cardi doing all this yapping. They could make up. She could drop everything. They could settle and come to a mutual whatever agreement behind the scenes. He got the money to block some things with the courts and all. All of them people are wickedness in high places or the order in high places. All these lawyers and different things are connected. Okay. I don't know. Does he really want that chef going or is he really going to want her going long term? Because have not they been there before? I'm not saying yay or nay. I'm just leave it like that. Okay. Him and Mila. Have they been here before? I think Cardi better do her research. So, and this is all alleged because, this thing could go one or three ways it can go. There's different timelines with life, what people don't know. So, what happens if Cardi goes on ranting and then okay, she's done all this ranting. She keeps on, doing all of this. So she's looking at this as a time to really smash this girl and talk about this, talk about that, and just taking all her frustration off on other people. I'm not saying that some of it is not the fact that she is upset with Tasha K, but a lot of it is just her frustration that's coming out, I'm sure, with her situationship and all the Stepford Wives situation. Because now I did channel this also before I did this read. I was hearing this that baby, that baby, that baby, that baby. Cardi was just saying that baby, that like she knows about the baby. She's not happy about it. I believe there's a strong possibility that this woman is pregnant. Okay. And I did pull some cards. I did just energetically, I heard her in the spirit realm, and Cardi was just saying that baby, that baby, that baby, that baby. She's upset about this woman possibility, or is she? She could be truly pregnant from Stefan. So we're going to get into those cards that were pulled on that one, okay? And I'll tell you exactly what came up. Now, um, yeah, what happens if Cardi just keeps on doing what she's doing? She thinks she helping the matter, sticking up for Stefan, going up on this one and that one, and then this man wind up right back on a mutual ground with Mila. I don't know. I'm just saying. Okay, now what will Offset's leverage be with the children when it comes to Stefan's violent tendencies? That's another thing, allegedly. I would like to pull some cards on that. Not right now, but later. All right. So, also, y'all, I did go to Google, and I did. look up some information, y'all, that I would like to share. All right. And a person will get into serious trouble, it says on Google, for harassing a witness. This conduct is treated as a severe criminal offense under both federal and state laws in 2026, often classified as witness tampering or witness intimidation. The legal consequences, the penalties for harassing a witness are substantial and depend on the severity of the underlying case. I don't know that there is a case, but um, it doesn't really take a rocket scientist to know that what Cardi B put online was severely inappropriate. I think that rappers and singers or people in the entertainment industry should take a business communications class because that's all it would have taken is a business communication class. You don't even got to have a degree, but I mean, when you speaking on legal matters, I mean, it's common sense really to have known, and that just makes you look even more. Everything here is alleged and for entertainment purposes only, and some of it is not. Some of it is not because I would have never been speaking on an illegal matters. Like, all right, you okay? Is you okay? Honey, yeah. So I don't know. This goes on to talk about first degree misdemeanors, third degree felony, first degree or life felony. What if you have a large fan base? What if some of your fans just go and start attacking this woman? And then the chef Milo or Mila or whatever her name is, you know, she says that she had a breakdown, a mental breakdown, and you're gonna pay her for pain and suffering from the emotional whatever because your fans are trolling me and I just got beat up. I don't know. I'm just saying we have to be careful before we go to running our man. I'm done because I don't want to just make it seem like I'm going on a hate train against Cardi, but it's like to me that was pretty much common sense. But whatever, that's you. Okay. Now moving right, and I'm not being mean. I'm just being honest. So, what else do I have to talk about tonight? Let's get into the read. I think we're ready to get into the read. Y'all want to do that? I think we will get into the read right now. Let's do that. All right. Is Milo pregnant? Is something that I wanted to know. What came up was the receipts card. Okay. Receipts, evidence, guilty as charged and exposed. All right. Um, Detective, that just tells us right there that somebody is snooping and looking and searching. All right. Somebody is very much concerned if this woman is pregnant because this is what I channeled. These are the cards that were pulled when I asked the question, is Mila, I hope I'm saying the lady name right, pregnant? All right. On the detective card, we have snooping, digging for dirt, and accusations. Somebody wants to know. This could be the fans. This could be the Stepford wives or Stefon wives. Okay, they checking them receipts. They want to know. How was she looking on this day or that day? Yeah, I want to know. And they seem to be have been getting close. They could be just asking a whole bunch of questions and thinking back in retrospect and trying to figure things out. Okay, so all his different wives or situations, I'm sure, are very concerned. Maybe that's what that means. It could be the following too. Okay, social media. All of us want to know. All right. Let's see. Swept Up came up, head over heels, falling in love and intense emotions. Hmm. So, supersize me. So, somebody in love. I don't know. Does Mila have these kind of feelings towards him, or does he have those feelings towards her? Or, is it all the others that are involved? All the other Stepford wives or Stepford situations is more appropriate of a term. Supersize me came up. All right. Doing too much, excessive overindulgence. So, I don't know. Does this represent Mila being pregnant, about to blow up? Is that what the big girl means? I don't know. Then the today card came up. Pregnant today, but not tomorrow. Getting an abortion. Is that what that means? Today, good vibes now at the moment. And then tomorrow, aborting a baby. Allegedly, this is all for entertainment first only. Okay, so this could mean something totally different, but we're just trying to figure it out. Okay, I have on my investigative hat because I don't know. We just pulling cards of energy. Or contemplating or keeping the baby. Okay. The envy card came up. Envy, resentful, competitive, discontent with my spot. Okay, is that all of his situations competing with the circus that he, represents? Is this Cardi B to Mila and vice versa, Mila to Cardi B and everything in between? All the other Stepford wives or Stefon wives, sister wives, and baby mamas and celeb girlfriend, allegedly everything here is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. I don't know. Now blocked, move on, nothing to say, stop calling. I feel like this is conditional. This is the conditional card, y'all. I could feel it in my spirit when I pulled it today. I also feel like, so this is conditional. This is Mila. I feel like she's saying, I moved on, I have nothing to say, or she did say that. Stop calling me. Like, no, I'm going to go forward with this. I need to teach you a lesson. And I'm going to tell you what I energetically pulled with Stefan. I feel like Stefan is saying, play your role. Like he wants her to accept a role and play her position. Okay. I felt this love-hate thing with him and Mila. That's why I said, have they done this before? Have they gone down this road before and been back again? Every time I try to leave, something just pulls me back. I don't know, y'all. Then also, um, and then the intimacy card came up. See the back and forth with him and Mila? I don't know, y'all. It's giving that. The energy, not just the cards, the energy is giving that. Mutual respect, unity, and closeness. It's kind of like a love-hate. I don't know, y'all. Also, I channeled the song Bodies Calling for You by R. Kelly, Bodies Calling for You. I'm gonna pull these songs up and listen to them. And then I also channeled I got a thing for you, baby, you know. What's that, Keisha Cole? I got a thing for you, baby. By Keisha Cole was channeled. The intimacy card was pulled up. Harmony. I got a thing for you, baby, you know. Harmony, balance, peace, and happiness. Intimacy, mutual respect, unity, and closeness. Okay. And then harmony. Will they be back intimate again? Or does this just represent Stefan reminiscing about Mila? Okay. And then vice versa, her reminiscing about him. Okay. Also, y'all, I'm gonna have to be real with y'all. I know this is may sound off the wall and everything, and I'm kind of shocked looking back in retrospect of when I did the reading. Um, I did channel also this song. I know you caught me cheating and you tired of me lying. I know I crossed the line by plies, but baby, can we fuck one more time? That was channeled, honey. Harmony, balance, peace, and happiness. Maybe they could possibly work things out and settle. Maybe, just maybe, Mila will drop the charges. I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe. This is all maybe. Um, Now also, and let me tell you, I don't be remembering these songs until I do readings. That's why I know that the spirit giving it to me is not just myself. I wouldn't even think about these songs if it wasn't for no reading. Like the spirit just showing me, and that's the way spirit shows me is with remembering these songs because I don't just play a lot of these songs every day. I don't play them at all. Okay, I forget about these songs, and then spirit will bring them back to me. All right, now will there be charges against Cardi for harassing the chef Mila or the ex-chef of Stefan Diggs because of her intimidation, fear tactics, using her celebrity status, placing Mila really in harm's way and in jeopardy of whatever could happen with Cardi's fan base. Cardi, you cannot do what everybody else do. So, will the receipt online or so the evidence online, Cardi went online with stuff, okay? She typed up stuff, she said stuff and everything. Will all that be, or could it be used against her? Okay, when asked, the conflict card came up, y'all. It did come up. This here is the Five of Wands. Then the Six of Pentacles was pulled, giving and receiving, give and take. Is this representative of hush money? The Four of Pentacles was also pulled, okay? Is this trying to keep their money, like Cardi and Stefon trying to hold on to their money because they don't want to pay, or I don't know. Or is this Mila taking the money and holding on to it? Okay, and not resuming anything. So she would definitely have to really hold on if she's not going to resume anything with Stefon unless she go and get the next celeb ninja. Okay, saving money, trying to get some, or this could be Stefan and Cardi trying to hold on to theirs. So she could be holding on to her money, expecting more, as in Mila, or this could be Stefan and Cardi trying to hold on to theirs because they trying to find a way to pin this here and move this there so that they will only have to pay out so much. Okay, I don't know. Um, I asked again the likely outcome of the scenario, and then what was pulled was temperance. Okay, so we have the temperance card here that was pulled. Balance, patience, harmony, being sensible, cooperation. Okay, this could be Cardi being advised to stop crashing out so that there could be some type of negotiation, or someone could advise her to stop poking and doing stuff online and just to stay her ass out of it. Okay. Um, I feel like this could also be putting Milo, I don't know, maybe Stefan wants to put her in a kind of timeout, like just shut up. Like, I'm gonna pay some funds so you could shut the hell up. Okay. Alrighty. Finding balance. Okay. Cooperation, harmony. We're going to settle. Okay. That could be what that means. And then the Nine of Cups, which come true in fulfillment, y'all. So, with that being said, someone could get some money with the Nine of Cups, which comes true. That means satisfaction, luxury, stability with the man. You see, he's happy. His wish has come true. Okay. You see all those cups behind him. Gratitude. Is this Mila? She's going to shut up because Stefan has appeased her. So she's going to be in a temperance mindset because she's gotten appeased. Is that what that is? Okay. Financially or sexually, even again. Because I feel like they've gone through something similar before, maybe not in this type of magnitude, or maybe he could get her where he wants her to drop everything. And then if she tries to retract it, it could make her look like she's a liar. Okay. So, but there will be some type of satisfaction, even if it's momentarily on somebody's end or both of their end. So they could both get what they want. Okay, Stefan and Mila to squash it both ways and remain amiable temporarily. Okay, but for right now, she is probably releasing. This is so that's down the line. But as of right now, she's releasing, okay? She's moved away from this scenario with the Six of Sword. This is Mila leaving things behind and cutting off dead weight or baggage and moving on, okay? Then with the Seven of Wands we have right here, this is the challenge, okay? Um, but then I pulled the Fool card, which is like her starting all over again. So she could possibly start back all over again with him. I don't know. Because after the Fool card came the Wheel of Fortune. You see that? So it's like she started maybe back into the same cycle. Because after that was also pulled was the Three of Swords. So she could, I don't know, go right back into doing either something foolish or doing it all over again with Stefan. Or this could even mean him going back and doing something else foolish. But I don't know. I really kind of think it could be both of them, but it's definitely probably Mila. All right, so he could get her sucked back in again, get her all temperance and everything. So she was trying to make her own way, and then she gets sucked right back into it again. All right, I don't know. But then also the Two of Pentacles was pulled, and the Three of Swords, and then we have here the Tower. But people do this all the time. They get restraining orders and then they break them. They get restraining orders, and a lot of people, they get restraining orders and then they be right back in the same house in the same situation all over again, all at the same damn time, all while going to court, and going in litigation, going before judges, police, and authorities, and everything else, and they be right back in harmony together. So I don't know, but that is the lineup. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna do some more questions. I'll be coming back with something else, y'all, that I have more questions. Let's see, what did I write down? And y'all let me know what you guys want me to read, but that is the current energy. I don't want to hold you guys too long. I do have a special running for readings if you are interested. And I will put the information in my description box. Check me out on Instagram and DM me. And we have a special that you won't be able to resist. All right. You can do one question, two questions, three questions, and I will throw in an angel read spread as well and a fairy tarot. Okay. As well as oracle cards. And I always give you a whole lot more than what you paid for. Believe that. I love y'all. Be blessed. Thank y'all for coming. I love y'all.